Hello, my name is Felix, and I will be showing you how to use layers when you are making your own Picrew. So, layers are found in the settings of each body. They are right here. And if you are like me, you saw this little layer section and you're like, what is this? What do I use this for? This is probably just going to make things more complicated than they already are. I'm not going to use it. But it turns out I ended up using it because I had some hairstyles that I wanted to overlap certain things and be behind certain other things. So I wanted some of the hair to be in front of the head and the body. I wanted some of the hair to be in front of the body but behind the head. And then I wanted some of the hair to be behind the body and the head. And this was just for an individual hairstyle. And I couldn't neatly do this by separating the hair into different parts. I have some hairstyles that you can select different things for, like the bangs, and you can select different things for the back of the hair. And that works for some hairstyles, especially so that the user can mix and match. Um, However, these hairstyles weren't really good for mixing and matching, and I figured it'd be kind of a pain for the user to find each item in each part that goes together. So I decided I would actually learn how to use layers. So let's look at where our layers will show up. So let's just go to the main page here. On the side next to the parts, we have a layer that corresponds to each part. Automatically, your Picrew will have one layer for each part, but you can add more than one layer. Let's also look at the items real quick. Your layers will also show up in your items, and this is where you will actually upload the files for each layer that you make. Right now, since we only have one layer, we only have one set of colors for each item in a part. So let's make some layers. To make layers, again, you just go to the settings and click the plus here. And what in the world? Okay, let's go to, now that we've made our layers, let's organize them. So since they're layers, you can mix them around. We want the top of the hair to be on the very top, so we want that above the head. And we want the middle of the hair to be between the head and the body, and then we want the back of the hair to be behind the body. And now let's upload our files. Let's go to our hair items. Now we will see that we have a set of colors for each layer in each item. I'm only going to be making one hairstyle, so I will upload my files. And you want to do this for each color. So this is the top. If you have a lot of hair colors, this will be kind of tedious. In my actual file that I'm working on, not my example, I have, I think, 36 little squares here because I have 12 colors and 3 layers. So I have like a whole bunch, and it can be tedious to upload these, which is why I recommend naming your files with some sense of order so that you can just type in the file name instead of having to find and click them. Here I just click them because I only have like 4 files in that folder. So let's take a look at how this looks. So as we can see here, we have some parts of the hair that are in front of the body but behind the head, some that are in front of the head and the body, and then some that are behind the body and the head. It's not as clear for this style just because of the nature of the style, but this will definitely be important for many of my other styles that I will have in the same part. It looks a little weird right now because when I made these parts for the hair, um, my actual Picrew had ears, so the ears would go in these little holes here. But for my little example here, I didn't include the ears, but it does look fine with the ears. So that is my little tutorial on how to make and use layers in Picrew. I hope that made some sense, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments.